Even big celebrities are not above the law, and some celebrities get in trouble for things you would definitely not expect. And that's why we're going to be listing celebrity arrests in 2021 part 2 in this video. First up at number 10, Tyga. Tyga was arrested in October of 2021 on domestic harm charges following allegations from his ex-girlfriend, Cameron Swanson. The Media Relations Department tweeted the news that the LAPD had booked him. He was later released on a $50,000 bail. Tyga turned himself in Tuesday after he refused to speak to police that came to his home. A source told TMZ about the alleged altercation. Tyga claimed that Swanson showed up to his home unannounced while intoxicated, and apparently after he let her in, things escalated to violence. But Swanson shared a different story and shared text messages proving that Tyga wanted her to be there and even sent a car for her. Because they were in a fight and even potentially about to break up, and Tyga wanted to smooth things over. After TMZ reported that she showed up uninvited, she posted the text to her Instagram story and wrote, quote, "I didn't show up screaming or uninvited. When I tried to leave, he physically assaulted me and refused to let me leave for hours." Adding, quote, "I'm so embarrassed and ashamed it had to get like this, but I had to stand up for myself." She then posted photos of her face swollen and bruised, claiming that he'd hit her and insinuated that it was not the first time. As of now, there are no more updates on the case. And at number 9, Paul PK Kemsley. Paul Kemsley, known as PK on The Real Housewives of Beverly Hills, was just arrested on November 23rd of 2021 for driving under the influence. He went to a dinner where he had a glass of wine and then he left in his vehicle. He was then pulled over just off Laurel Canyon, and when breathalyzed, he blew a 0.81, which is just over the legal limit. PK was arrested and brought to the police station in Van Nuys, where he took another breathalyzer test and then blew a 0.073. At the time PK was pulled over and arrested, he was alone. PK's attorney Alan Jackson told Page 6, quote, "PK was arrested and cited on November 23rd on suspicion of a DUI. While out with a business colleague, PK consumed a glass of wine with dinner." PK shared in a statement that he regrets his decision and wishes he would have taken an alternative transportation home that night. The statement added that he takes these charges very seriously and will be cooperating with authorities. This is not the first terrible event that has happened to the couple in the last few months. Just a few months ago, Dorit was held in her home while she was robbed. And at number 8, Alex Caruso. LA Lakers player Alex Caruso was arrested on June 22, 2021 for possession of illegal substances in Texas. Apparently the substances were found in his possession, along with paraphernalia to smoke it with. He was about to board a flight at Easterwood Airport in College Station, Texas, when the TSA searched his bag and found these items. He was then arrested for possession, and they discovered he had less than 2 ounces of the substance on him at that time. He was arrested then taken to the police station, but was released after posting bond. Caruso attended Texas A&M from 2012 to 2016, and his bond release amount totaled $4,200 with a $552 fine. And at number 7, Polo G. Rapper Polo G was arrested on June 12th of 2021 after he got in an altercation with police officers following a party in Miami where police were called to the scene. He was charged with battery on a police officer, resisting arrest with violence, criminal mischief, and 2 other counts. Reportedly, the rapper was pulled over by cops for no apparent reason, and when an officer tried to cuff him, Polo G fought back and struck the officer. Another officer ordered everyone else in the car to get out so they could search it for weapons or other illegal items. Because he resisted arrest, he was cuffed and brought to the police station. He was released 2 hours later when his bond was paid. Polo G later tweeted about the incident, quote, "They playing foul in Miami and that's been like that for a minute." And at number 6, Bonnie Somerville. Actress Bonnie Somerville was arrested on May 16th of 2021 after she was arrested for driving under the influence in LA. The police tracked down Somerville after the cops got numerous calls about a Mercedes-Benz that was pulled over to the side of the road on Interstate 405. When officers came to investigate, they found Somerville passed out behind the wheel. When the officers woke her up, she told them that she had run out of gas and was waiting to be assisted. But the cops smelled alcohol on her breath, so they tested her. After doing a field sobriety test, she failed and was booked for driving under the influence. She was later released by authorities and she did not give a comment to media. Halfway number 5, Johnny Damon. Former All-Star baseball player Johnny Damon was arrested on February 19th of 2021 in Florida. He was charged for resisting an officer after he was pulled over under suspicion that he might have been driving while intoxicated. The suspicion started after witnesses saw him swerve, hit a curb, and drive past a stop sign, according to the police report. After the police pulled him over, it was reported that he was clearly intoxicated, slurring his words and stumbling around. When police tested him, he blew more than 3 times the legal limit, so he was immediately taken away. It seems that his wife, Michelle Megan Damon, was also in the car when he was pulled over because she was also booked for assaulting an officer and resisting arrest with violence. In at number 4, Adam Jones. Former NFL star Adam Pacman Jones was arrested on February 15th of 2021 for getting physical with a nightclub bouncer. He was arrested in Ohio just before 2 a.m., and records show that he hit and kicked the man until he was unconscious. He was charged with misdemeanor assault, and he posted 10% of his $25,000 bond, the records show. Jones is best known for his time with the Cincinnati Bengals, where he has spent 8 seasons. Most recently he was playing for the Denver Broncos until he announced his retirement in 2018. Even though he was a great cornerback on the field, it seems he'll be remembered most for his scandals off the field. In at number 3, Chad Wheeler. Chad Wheeler was arrested on January 25th of 2021 after he was accused of domestic harm. According to the Seattle Times, he was accused of harming his girlfriend, then told not to have any contact with her. He was released after paying the $400,000 bail and surrendering any weapons that he had in his possession. Police responded to a call from his girlfriend after she locked herself in a bathroom because the pair were engaging in a physical fight. When she called 911, she told them that she thought she was going to die. She suffered a dislocated arm and was bleeding when police arrived. The report also stated that police officers could hear screaming when they arrived to the apartment. The Seattle Seahawks cut him from their team following his arrest, along with a statement condemning his actions. In at number 2, Silento. Rapper Silento was arrested on February 1st of 2021 for allegedly fatally shooting his cousin, Frederick Rooks, outside of Atlanta on January 21st. Following the incident, Rooks was found dead with several gunshot wounds. The police also uncovered surveillance footage that showed the shot and then cars fleeing the scene. This is not the first time that he's been arrested. Silento was also arrested in August of 2020 for breaking and entering into an LA home. Apparently he did this because he was looking for his girlfriend. Silento is known for his one-hit wonder song that went viral in 2015 called Watch Me. The video has been watched more than 1.8 billion times on YouTube since its release. At the time of the reports, he was being held in jail after being charged. No further information has been reported. And finally, at number 1, G-Eazy. After being arrested during New York Fashion Week in September, G-Eazy has pled guilty to disorderly conduct after getting in a brawl in a club. The fight took place at the Boom Boom Room, and he was originally charged with misdemeanor assault after the altercation left another person needing stitches. Since pleading guilty, he has been ordered to complete 3 Manhattan Justice Opportunity sessions, according to TMZ. This program is a sentencing alternative that connects the guilty party with a social worker so they can address the underlying issues in the person's life that caused them to break the law. The altercation at the club happened when the rapper's crew clashed with another at the club. During the brawl, someone from G-Eazy's crew hit socialite Daniel Chetrit over the head with a bottle, and he later needed stitches. So that's all for the list. Let me know your thoughts below, but before I go, I'm going to shout out some comments from Top 10 Secrets Hollywood Does Not Want You to Know. The Juliet said, "Number 7 is timely given that Drake just withdrew his Grammy nods." Yeah, there's something about award shows not being fair or being rigged. Definitely, I think we found that out with The Weeknd, number 1. I'm not sure why Drake submitted and then took back after he got nominated. I'm not sure what the reason was there, but clearly making a statement. MLG Gamer said, "I had no idea he was related to Francis Ford Coppola. That's amazing, though I see why he would want to hide that. He wants to be successful on his own and not coast off someone else's success, which I can respect actors and actresses that do that." Yeah, because I think if people knew that sort of thing, they wouldn't think that he deserved or earned his roles, and maybe there's a small part that did. Maybe he didn't earn his first few roles, but his uncle helped him get started, and now, he's a well-known actor. Then Ishmael said, "Mackenzie's back at it again." Thank you so much. Alright guys, that is all for the video. Thanks so much for watching. I've been your host, Mackenzie Smith, and we'll catch you on the next one.